and it just stopped working like that, and OBS would always be like, I'm taking this into my own hands, right? And then after that, I guess now we are in a new era, streaming GT. It's just like, yeah, well, we would like to. So like, anyway, I was just talking for like 3 whole minutes with nobody listening. But yeah, so this situation is like kind of annoying. So, based on what everybody is saying in the chat, it seems like you guys kind of already know what's going on. Um, right. I've also been tagged with this video link like 50 billion times on Twitter already. So, um, Beef Jiggler Swag, why are you so cute, bro? Thank you. I appreciate it. Um, so, uh, for those of you that don't know, what's going on, just to give you guys some clarity, Clyde dropped this big, like, 3-hour video, as, like a Seth hit piece, I guess, like, explaining where he's been and why he didn't, and I don't want to speak for him. If you guys want to go watch the video, you can find it on his channel. But so this is kind of one of those things where I feel like it's gonna be a big deal, and like I need to make a statement about it. So let me go ahead and make one thing clear. Like right from the beginning of the stream. Okay. Let me see. Dragon Ball Freakable $5. You're literally the most comfortable power scaler to watch. You're always so nice to your viewers. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. I mean, sometimes I can be a little bit mean to you guys. Like, sometimes I'll be like, oh, this question's kind of dumb. I don't know how to answer it. But, I'll try to live up to the standard that this donation has set for me and be, like super, like, Mr. Rogers to everybody from now on. But, Fierce Deity W Swag L Seth. So, okay. Let me make one thing clear from the get-go here. So, like I'm gonna kind of address that. Okay, another super chat. I watched 20 minutes of it. We'll get back to it later. I want to see what you say. Much love, Swag. Thank you guys. So, for just a sec, I'll read all the super chats after this. But let me go ahead. Do Naruto versus Ichigo with Clyde in 6. Okay, yeah. So never mind. Let me put a pause on the super chats and go ahead and start talking. I'm gonna kind of tell this story out of order, like out of chronological order. I'm gonna try and like organize it from most important to least important. So right before I started streaming, I went to Seth to talk to him about some of the stuff that was in the video. And this video is not something that is like completely news to me. So I got in contact with Clyde a little bit before the video dropped, because we have somebody we both mutually know that I found out. Basically, I will reduce this to something happened with a personal friend that involved Seth that kind of upset me, and I wanted to and it had some. So it made me question how I felt about Clyde, because I had been pretty upset at Clyde for the past year, right? And so I reached out to him. It was either me or Alyssa. I don't remember which one, but basically the two of us started talking fairly recently. And yeah, he told me some of this stuff was going on, and I was like, oh well, that's pretty bad. But he wanted me to wait until he dropped this to like make a big deal out of it. So to provide any to give like a public statement. And I was like, yeah, I can do that, sure. I also kind of needed some time to think about how I wanted to approach this anyway. But the most important thing I want to say is that right before I started streaming, I spoke to Seth about all of this and about some of the stuff that was in the video. And Seth and I are both like totally on the same page here. I told him like I'm just so it's difficult to like, sorry if I sound like really stupid and like frazzled right now. I'm trying to gather my thoughts and make this as clear as possible and not like misrepresent anything or whatever. So what I said to Seth basically amounted to like, okay, so I'm not trying to like I'm not trying to steamroll you. I'm not trying to put you on blast publicly or any of this shit. But like I mean like like as a person and professionally, like some of the stuff you said about me is stuff that I can't overlook. So you know, like, and that was, you know, even setting aside all of the stuff that went on between him and Clyde and, you know, like other people mentioned in the video. I was like, you know, even if I boil all this down to like he said, she said stuff, I can't ignore, you know, all of this like others. And here's another thing, by the way, he did admit that he said some of that stuff about me, right? I'm not going to say what, I'm not going to like start pulling up screenshots or anything. And he apologized to me. And so like, I really didn't want to cut Seth off because, like, so from my perspective, Seth and I were, like, good friends, right? And, I mean, I have, like, okay, so there have been tons of people in my personal life and people professionally who have been like, yeah, you know, I don't really like Seth. Or, you know, like, are you cool with this thing that Seth did or whatever? And every time this would happen, I would always defend him. I would be like, no, look, you know, A, B, or C, X, Y, or Z, like something, right? Like, I defended Seth like to the death. You know, anytime anybody I knew had a problem with him, I was always like ride or die for this guy. And so one of the main reasons I did this in particular was because now some of you who have been around for a really long time are going to remember this. Back in 2019, Seth and I had like a public little beef, little conflict when he uploaded his like Itachi scale video and I uploaded my Itachi versus the Swagkage video, right? And I was like, so if you guys don't remember or if you weren't there, Seth then made a video on like his second channel with Parrot, and they were pretty mean to me in the video, and I was just like, what the fuck, what's going on? And this turned into like a week, maybe weekend long beef. And eventually at the end of it, Seth came to me and he was like, look, dude, I'm sorry. And I mean, he was like, he sounded really sorry, like really sorry. And like we called about it for like an hour, and I was like, I don't know, because it was starting to get really personal. Like it got way more personal than it needed to, not just on Seth's part. There were other people involved who were doing all sorts of shit that they definitely shouldn't have. But Seth like apologized to me, and he was like, yeah, dude, you know, like seriously, I feel really bad. You know, I've had this happen with people in the past. I really don't want this to happen again. And I was like, yeah, okay, dude, you know, sure. I forgive you. It's water under the bridge. Like that's normally all I need is an apology and like some closure on the situation. So then, you know, I find out from Clyde over the weekend, and as some of you guys are going to see in the video, or maybe have seen, that Seth has just not liked me, like, at all. It feels like, I mean, I don't want to speak for him, but it feels like he has not liked me, like, ever, right? And it was, like, way beyond the time that he gave me that apology. He was saying all this, like, horrible shit about me. You know, like, at least to Clyde, and I've also heard to other people. Then, you know, there was this other stuff with, I don't want to mention other people's names. I don't want to, sorry if it seems like I'm only focusing on like the stuff that happened between Seth and I personally. Like, I'm not trying to be like self-centered or whatever. I'm just talking about, like I said, I'm trying to like have some sort of structure to this whole thing, right? The main thing that kicked this off was the like thing that happened with one of my friends. But then like finding out all of this stuff that like Seth like, you know, had been saying about me and how he felt about me after he gave me what I thought was a very serious apology, I was just like, look, like normally I would have just like accepted Seth apology. Like even considering some of the stuff is like really hardcore shit like to say about somebody, right? I was just like, you know, look, I would be willing to like accept this, right? But like it's just, I already went through this with him in 2019 and it was just kind of like bullshit. And he was just like, yeah, so you know, I'm just like, we talked about it, right? Like I don't want to get too deep into it, and I was just like, look, you know, like I'm sorry, but like this, like I can't go through this a second time, like, you know, the whole fool me twice, shame on me thing, right? So I was just like, I was like, at this point we were just done talking to each other and working together. And he was like, yeah, I understand. So I'm not going to get much more into it than that. I'm not trying to completely grill him or whatever, or like end his life. I told him, because he said that he has like some personal issues that may have contributed to that shit. And I was like, look, genuinely, like, honestly, I hope that you can, like, fix that stuff and get to a point where you don't have to deal with any of that stuff anymore. I mean, like, I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, I used to have issues when I was younger, like that stuff that I like really hate about myself, right? That I thought that I just wasn't in control of, that I eventually got past and don't do anymore. So like, I believe that Seth is like capable of improving and getting to a point where he doesn't do this type of thing to people. But like, I was just like, look, like, I'm not like, this isn't like, I'm not interested in going to war. We can keep all of the like collateral to like a bare minimum. But I was just like, yeah, like, I'm good. I don't want to like interact anymore. Like, I can't after this. Of course, there's like the other stuff. Some of it is like he said, she said, so like I don't know how much of it I should comment on. Like, I'm like, it's very difficult to figure out how to approach this because I'm not trying to be like toxic. I'm not trying to be like bloodthirsty or anything. I'm also not trying to cover for Seth, right? Like, I am genuinely like really fucking upset about a lot of the stuff that was in that video and a lot of the stuff that wasn't even in that video that I found out about from Clyde and some like other people. But like, it's just like I'm not interested in making this like a spectacle, if that makes sense, like, I don't know, I'm trying to be like as reasonable about this as possible, while also doing like what's best for me, right? So I also like, I don't know if there's like what's going on with him and like other people or whatever, but I mean, so like, as for like anybody else that's like connected to Seth, right? Like, I'm totally cool with Six, for example. I actually told him, it wasn't yesterday, it might have been a couple days ago. I told him, like, look, something's probably gonna happen at some point in the future. Like, I just wanted to make it clear to Six, like I don't really care, like what your response to it is. I just want you to know that like none of what I say is targeted or directed at you or anything like that, right? So like, Six and I are cool. Nothing like that. Like, I'm not gonna be cutting him off or anything. But yeah, that is basically like where I'm at. Like, I tried to cover all my bases. I made sure to like talk to him. But, like, I'm not gonna act like I was like super calm. Like, oh, Seth, like can we, like, I was pretty upset about it the whole time. But yeah. Let me say, dang, guess we can say goodbye to the Triple S podcast. So, okay. Let me also explain what happened with that. That was probably never going to happen, and it was dumb of me to even pitch it in the first place. So, I had been trying to get a podcast going with Seth for I don't know how long. I want to say like 4 years or something. Like, I could be wrong, or yeah, I could be wrong. But it's like, it's something that I've been interested in doing for a very, very long time. And I brought it up to him because in December he and I were recording together very frequently. Like we were in call a lot together, and I was like, yeah, we should do one. You, me, and Six. And so then by the time we finally got around to actually making a group chat and stuff for it, like, it was like early January or something like that. But anyway, so we started calling and like planning it out and structuring it, and then all of it, like, so I forget what it was. There was like one day where like my dad needed my help. And my dad is old, by the way. He's actually 80 years old. My dad needed some help from me with some stuff over at his place. And again, he's like 80 years old, so I wasn't going to say no or anything like that. And I was like, yeah, sorry guys, I can't record today, but I'll be free literally every other day of the week. And then like out of nowhere, I just heard that like Seth was like, yeah, so like Swag's like unreliable and stuff. And I was like, wait, what's going on? Like, I only canceled once. And then Six told me, and he told me that like Seth asked him to do it like 2-man it, maybe because I might not be super reliable or something. So I was like, okay, that's kind of, so like I tried to hit him up. I also want to make it very clear, I do not want you guys to blame Six at all. He was really, really trying his best, and again, I have been trying to make this shit happen forever. But like there were a couple days, after the fact, after Six had like hit Seth up like day after day after day after day, where Seth was like, finally after I think it was like 4 days or something, he was like, okay, yeah, no, I'll do it. And then like we get him back, so like he left the group chat and everything. We get him back in the group chat, and then he like we have a certain day scheduled, and then like Six and I are waiting. It's like 11 or 12 p.m. Like we're just like, oh, okay, I guess like he's not gonna show up. And then at like 12 p.m. he's like, hey, I'm here. I'm like, what? So I was just like, yeah, it's too late. I don't know if I can record like a 2-hour podcast because I've been up since 6 a.m. So then the next day happens, and he doesn't message us until like 1 a.m. And I'm just like, and then like a day or two after that, he like made this like other Twitter account, and he tweeted. So hypothetically, if I were to start a podcast without Six or Swag, who would you guys want on it? And then I was like, oh, okay. I think that Seth just doesn't want to do it with me because he doesn't like me. And because of that, I was not super surprised to find out all of the stuff that he said about me. Like, I mean, like, it was kind of like a hit to the gut, like, to just find out all this stuff all at once. But, like, it's just like, yeah, I guess the guy's just, like, never really, like, again, I'm not trying to speak for him. That's just how it seemed to me at the time. If he says otherwise in like a response that he makes to this whole situation or whatever, like sure, what like I might not like I don't know. I guess it depends how I'm gonna respond. But like I'm not gonna try to say like set in stone. But like based on what I've seen, I just get the sense that he doesn't like me and like never has, and I've heard from multiple other people that he doesn't. So yeah, again, I want to stress like the point of this is not to like drag Seth or burn him to the ground or anything like that. I'm really just trying to like lay out everything so that I like make it as transparent, lay out everything relevant, I should say, make all of the relevant, important details as transparent as possible so everybody knows. Like, this is not something that happened as a result of the podcast. The podcast is also not being canceled as a result of this, and this is also not a spur-of-the-moment thing like me cutting Seth off or whatever. I mean, I reached out to him. I tried to make sure that everything was, like I tried to ask him, like, hey, the main thing that I want to say, again, I'm trying to be careful here because I'm not trying to be, like, I'm not trying to instigate. I'm not trying to be inflammatory. But the main thing that bothered me was when he tweeted the he was like, yeah, Clyde, this is like really weird. Like, why don't we like hash this out like adults? And like, I mean, I immediately DM'd him on Discord with the link to the tweet. I was just like, are you not even gonna attempt to like reach out to me? Like, man, I was so frustrated. But anyway, again, I'm not trying to make sure the guy gets canceled. I told him good luck at the end of our conversation. I hope that he gets better and he gets to a point where he's like not like acting like this, not behaving like, like, because like I don't know, like it really sucks because like I said earlier in the stream, I really thought that he was my friend, and like I've just spent the last few days just trying to like process like I don't know, like my trust with other people is definitely damaged at this point. But again, I'm cool with Six and I are on good terms as far as I'm aware. If you guys want to know more about like Clyde's perspective, like you can watch the video. Yeah, let me go ahead and read some super chats at this point. By the way, I feel like I'm just rambling at this point. Swagkage stream, $2. Noodles was a prophet. I don't know exactly what that means. I have talked to Noodles about this situation, but like apparently he said that this type of thing was gonna happen, but I don't know. There was the $5 that I reacted to earlier. Let me see. I think I'm almost caught up. Is Six in it with Seth when it comes to the whole situation? I don't think so. I spoke to Six. I don't know if I should say. I don't know how he and Seth are doing, is what I will say. There is a tweet that he posted where he said that Seth blocked him, and I don't know how serious that was. That is all I'm going to say. Is this stream staying up so I can watch later? Somebody said, yeah, I meant to say this at the beginning of the stream. But they're probably going to be like clip channels who record the whole thing and upload it. I'm also going to leave it unlisted so that people can access it. Because, I mean, this is kind of a big deal. Seth and I have been working together for, like, almost 7 years at this point. And I think that, like, so I was just, I mean, Alyssa, my fiance, was telling me that I need to just make a tweet about this, right? Like, you should just tweet it. You don't need to do a whole stream. You don't want people thinking that you're trying to, like, start a war with him or whatever. But there is no way to condense everything down into a tweet. And I thought that doing, like, a twit longer would be, like I get why she was suggesting it, but I was just like, no, I don't know. I just don't think I can, right? So I want this to be accessible to people. I want people to, like, be able to see this. But I mean, obviously, I'm not going to leave it, like, up on my channel because, like, live streams being public, like, really, like, hurts you, you know, algorithm, all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. But somebody said, oh, yeah, Seth is done for $2. I mean, that's not what I'm, like, hoping for. Like, I'm really not telling anybody, like, what to do. I want to make it clear. Like, it's kind of hard to ride the line. But, like, I'm not trying to defend Seth here, obviously. I don't care how people respond to this, right? Like, you know, just do whatever you want. I'm really not, like, I'm not, like, bloodthirsty. I'm not trying to make sure that, like, he can't go anywhere or upload a video without getting, like, hate rate. Like, that's not, like, what I'm into. So let me see. Doing it live is brave, somebody said. I don't know about that. I guess it's a little bit stressful, but I don't know. Like, somebody, yeah, Antonio for £5, very professional, can respect that. Thank you. Solo for $5. Seth can't destroy the community. The community is going to destroy him. I don't want to keep repeating myself about this sort of. So, I mean, I've already said it, right? Like, I'm not, like, saying that that's, like, what I want or whatever. Again, I'm not trying to, like, if people go, like, whatever, right? Like, it's up to you guys. Somebody said, genuinely sorry, man. I know this shit is annoying as fuck. Yeah, it sucks. Like I said in the description of the video, like, it hurts, right? Like, because it's like, I have this whole, like, PR shitstorm to do. I don't know if it's going to be a shitstorm. Maybe it'll be fine. But, like, this whole thing that I have to deal with. And, like, I'm probably going to be answering questions about it forever. And then, like, on the other hand, too, like, more importantly, like, there's just one of my friends who, like, I can't talk to anymore. It sucks. Some other dude for $20. It sucks you're in this position. You definitely didn't deserve to be caught up in this nonsense. Keep doing what you're doing and being who you are, Swag. You're an honorable man and a good person. Don't ever change. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate the message and appreciate the $20. King Dynasty for $50. Thanks, bro. Hey, Swag. Hope everything will be okay. Yeah, I'll probably be fine. You know, I'm not gonna, like, go off the deep end or anything like this. I'll just keep making videos and stuff. Hold your head up, homie. We're here for you. Appreciate it. Global Phantom $2. Will the videos featuring Seth still be up? From Dylan Naruto $2. Yeah, I'm not gonna take the videos down. I mean, that would completely, like, destroy my channel algorithm. I don't think that Seth is gonna take down, like, the videos that I have with him or anything. So, 6 is in chat. 6W. I actually didn't see 6 if he was in here, but let me see. All this chaos made me pause my macaroni and dino nugget making. Appreciate it. $5 from Luna. Bro, macaroni and dino nuggets are actually, like, undefeated. Let me see. I got the $100 W for this, Swagkage. Same to 6-2, and I wish you all the best. Thanks, you guys. Appreciate the general positivity in chat. This is really good to have after a what I'll say is a very stressful weekend. I'm sure this has to be a lot. Hope you're okay. Yeah, like I said, I'll be fine. It's just, like, frustrating and stressful more than anything. But, like, I mean, I'm not gonna, like I haven't cried or anything like that. You know, like, I'll be okay. Seth is, from Ronan Onbu, $5. Seth is really the Donzo to Swag's Hiruzen. No matter how far he ran or snaked, he can never catch up. Again, I'm not trying to say anything like that. Like, it's like I don't know what I'm supposed to do, right? Because I feel like I look like a dork, like, being, like, reading out these messages and they've been like, hey man, I'm not saying, because I'm not, like, picking these messages out from chat. These are super chats. I feel like I should read everything from anybody who donated, right? Again, like, I'm not. And I also don't want to seem like a weirdo, like, because I want to say, again, I'm not trying to defend him. Like, I'm not interacting with him anymore in the future, and I am, like, really upset at him. But, like, I just, I don't know. I don't think it would be, like, healthy for me to just be like, yeah, fuck Seth, everybody go unsubscribe. Like, you know, like, whatever. That would be pretty childish and stuff, so I don't know. Let me see. Followed y'all for years. $2. This is crazy. Frowny face? Yeah, probably. I feel like this just looks like insane to outsiders, this all happening in one day. Yeah, talking up front is better than a tweet anyways, from Antonio. Yeah, I think I agree with that. Swag and six stocks going up. I mean, I'm definitely going to keep working with Six for, I mean, the foreseeable future, right? Like, I don't have any issues with him. BSG, $2. Good luck, Swag. Keep your head up. Thank you. I know this is random, but what am I politically? I'm left. I'm not like a tanky or whatever, right? Like, I'm not like super far radical left, but I'm like into like universal health care and like, you know, all that type of shit. Like, I mean, if you follow me on Twitter, especially like early last year, I've made my political beliefs very public, right? Like the Roe v. Wade shit, I was just tweeting up a storm. So, IDK, bruh, $5. Will always love you in 6. Thanks, bro. Antonio, 19 again, with a lot of donations. Appreciate it, bro. You're going to get asked questions about this in 5 years' time still, I bet. I mean, this collab duo was big and not everyone will see this. Yeah, like, exactly, right? Like, that's why I figured I should just stream, because a tweet is going to get buried eventually. Out of curiosity, what happened to your manga, High Art, I believe? So I want to still pursue that somehow, but like the artist, I guess, just got busy with other shit, right? And I mean, like, he and I just haven't talked. Like, it wasn't me that like stopped doing it. It's just like that guy, I guess he got a bigger bag than I could give him from somebody else and went to go pursue it. But I loved his art and I was really passionate about writing. So I mean, like, again, like, maybe I can work with like animators or something in the future. I got in contact with Omar through this whole situation, and he's been really cool to talk to. He listened to me talk about writing and stuff for a minute. So maybe, like, I'm not trying to like gas this up or like get people's expectations up, right? But like, maybe I'll pursue animating like a pilot or something at some point in the future and pitching that somewhere. So I see Noodles donated Finlay also donated $10. Didn't say anything. Noodles donated $10. Way to keep it professional, man. Hope all goes well with your future endeavors. Also hope 6 as well. Yeah, so like, to let you guys know how insane the situation is, like, I started speaking to Noodles and like he and I are fine now. Like, I didn't forget like about, you know, like how crazy like the clashes were before, but like, he apologized to me for everything, like all the stuff he said on Twitter, like, you know, all of the antagonism in the videos and stuff. And I was like, yeah, like, I'm sorry if I ever directed like a hate mob your way or anything. I never really like tried to, but you know, like, I was just like, yeah, you know, like, because I do have like a lot of influence. Hope you never had to deal with that. Ops for $5. Keep your head up high, dude. You are far and away the most mature of you and Seth. Can't wait to see the podcast, if that's still on the table. Thanks. I mentioned doing the podcast with 6, just the two of us. The issue is that like, it's just not as easy to do, because like, both people have to be talking at all times if it's just like a 2-man podcast. You know what I mean? Somebody said for Neverworld versus Double for Anime Modern Day. Dude, like, that was so crazy. I forgot that beef ever even happened. Yeah, so, bro, if I keep reading all the super chats, I'm just like, I'm never going to be able to catch up. Oh, $500 from Slushy. Thank you. Love you, homie. He says, thanks, bro. I appreciate it. I mean, like I said just a couple minutes ago, the positivity going on in chat right now is really nice and really appreciated. It's like overwhelming. Bro, I was so worried that this was going to be like a complete 50-50 split of like, you know, like, I was just going to have to go to war with Seth and his fan base. So I'm glad that this is how everything ended up turning out. Like, I don't want this to be like explosive and like, you know, like bloody or anything like that, right? My friend Caleb, Time Dragon, donated 5 to say, I'm lost. Which episode of Naruto is this about? Thanks for the $5, Caleb. I love you, bro. Wait, is Seth more right-leaning politically? I have no idea what Seth's political views are. You would have to ask him about those. Will we be seeing you collab more with Clyde in the future? I'm pretty sure, like, he and I spoke about that. You know, like, I'm just gonna have to speak with him more, right, and like get some stuff set up for it in the future, right? Because he and I haven't been speaking again for very long, but I mean, yeah, I would say that probably do expect it. Caleb Wick, you shouldn't feel bad, dude. $2, you're the GOAT. Finlay again with $10. Cullen Lefevre with $10 more. Arian. I'm just gonna read out the names for like all of the other ones that I missed, right? And hopefully that's okay. Or hopefully that's okay, bro. I feel like I'm speaking like I feel like I'm just like impossible to understand at this point. Let me like take a moment and like re-anchor my brain or something, because like I am definitely like messing up my speech and stuff. I'm sorry. So Rome Legend, okay, no, I read that one. Phil Pie for $10. Solo $5. Jason Elias $5. Hawaii for the Win Bros with $2. Kyle Levine for $5. Antonio 19 with 5 more. Tyrell 1500 with 5 more. Blaze Tensei with $5. Hotel Mario Maker with $5. Dragon Ball Freakable $5. Shadow $5. Clown Hose $2. Eric Francis $10. Ren Bliss $5. Cullen. Okay, no, I read these. Yeah, I got through all of these. Okay, cool. Surfbone $10. Yeah. So another thing, by the way, I want to use this stream to say, I don't know if you guys heard about the Surfbone situation. He is totally like clear. I feel really bad. I don't know like how much of this I like perpetuated or whatever, but I was told that Surfbone was a rapist, and that is not true at all. And apparently Seth knew that this wasn't true and still told people about that, which is like really not cool. And I feel like terrible that Surfbone had to deal with all that. But yeah, like he spoke to, like he got the girl that like this happened to speak like on like Discord and stuff, like with a bunch of people in call, and like clarifying that that's like not what happened. So that was actually the main reason that Noodles and I never did part 2 of the Naruto versus the Pain versus Kakuzu debate, was because like I was told like, yeah, it would look bad optics, he's like friends with like, you know, like a sex offender and stuff. I was like, oh well, don't want to do any of that. So yeah, like he's been cleared on all that stuff, which I think is good. So many people with like the $10 donations, like bro, straight up, I cannot keep up with all these super chats. I appreciate you guys being so supportive. If anybody feels bad because like I missed them, or like if anybody really wanted me to read their message and I started like, and they sent it at a point where I was only going over names and stuff, sorry about that. But like I literally, like I would just be reading super chats for the entire stream if I started reading all of them. So, and Orochimaru was among the squad from Rikudo for $10. Again, like I said earlier, like if that's how you want to look at it, I guess like I'm not trying to engage in this all like you know, like, oh yeah, you know, like I hate like you know, do like any like compare Seth to, you know, like fucking like villain anime characters or whatever, or like drag them through the mud. Like I'm not into that. I don't think it's super productive. But like again, like I'm not here to tell other people not to do it, right? Because like you guys can do you. I want to know what this looks like to somebody who's a complete outsider in the situation, right? Especially because this is all happening in one day, and this is something that I've kind of known about and had to like take in and process over the course of like a weekend or something. So thanks for getting Truth to do the ranking every unit until Raditz. Yeah, dude, I was asking him to do like a big like top 200 Dokkan units forever, bro. I'm so happy that he finally did it. I feel bad that people started jumping him, but nah, that was a great video to listen to. And I was like, it's gonna make you a lot of money, bro. People will get a good video, like a good listen out of it. Like I just think it's like a win-win-win-win for everybody. And he did it, and it started Dokkan World War 3, but I think it was worth it. That Skater Boy, it's 10,000 of some currency I'm not familiar with. Dude, this is insane. I'm so sorry this happened. Is Seth a bad person or just mentally ill? Best of luck. I think that he is dealing with some sort of like he said something of this. I don't know if he doesn't want me to say this or whatever, but he said something to the effect of like, yeah, he has like issues like internally that like he doesn't know how to cope with. And I told him that I hope he like is able to move past them and fix them and stuff. Like I don't know if he's like truly genuinely malicious, or if this is just like a Jekyll and Hyde situation where he just has this like part of himself that he can't control, right? But I mean, it's like I get like this is like indefensible behavior, like a lot of the stuff that's put on display in the Clyde video, and I feel really bad for all the stuff that Clyde had to go through too. Another thing that I can also say here, I guess, if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, no, I posted this on my community tab, so I guess you guys would be aware of this, but I've been reading One Piece for the past month. My progress was stifled a little bit by all of this happening in the middle of it. I haven't been reading as much daily for like the past week or so as I was before, but I'm currently on chapter like 850 or something. I'm in the middle of Whole Cake Island, and yeah, I plan on making videos about it in the future. I'm probably going to do like a big One Piece review, like I read all of One Piece, or I caught up on all of One Piece, was it worth it, type of thing. So like if you guys want to ask One Piece questions, as long as it's stuff that happened before Whole Cake Island, I can, you know, start answering those like literally like as of now. Where's the Gote 13 captain's ranking vid? Not a Bleach person, unfortunately. I'm going to read Bleach when I'm done with One Piece, but right now I don't know anything about it. Inhuman, $10. All I can really say, man, is just really crazy to experience all of this as a fan. I hope that you guys are all cool with each other, but I hope everyone can heal and grow. Yep, that's all that I'm hoping for. I hope that Seth gets better and is just able to get to a I don't know. I hope that he like. I hope that this isn't like, I don't want this to just make him like feel like shit like forever. I hope that he like sees this and he's just like, yeah, no, I should like change and improve, right? Like I don't want him to just like enter a period of self-hate or anything like that. I mean, like that's usually how I feel like that's ideally how I want to approach situations like these. Because like usually when stuff like this happens, like as long as somebody like apologizes to me, I like let it go, and I'm like, you know, it's like cool, dude. But I mean, like the thing is that this involved like so many other people aside from me, and also he apologized to me for this type of behavior in the past, and I thought that it was really genuine, so I was just like, yeah, no, like I can't do it. Get into Jujutsu Kaisen? Yeah, I probably will. I watched episode 1 and was like, I don't know, this I'm gonna get grilled for this. I'm gonna end up getting canceled myself for saying this, but I thought episode 1 was like kind of boring. The main thing is it's probably not Jujutsu Kaisen's fault, because like I just have not been super impressed with new gen shonen regardless. I tried to get into My Hero. I gave it like 3 whole seasons, and I was like, this is disappointing and not good. Demon Slayer, I gave like a season and a half, and I watched the movie, and I was like, this is dreadful. I feel like I am just genuinely like fighting for my life trying to finish these episodes. I thought it was so boring. And so like JJK, I was like, I don't know, man. I watched the first episode and it didn't like hook me immediately, so I was just like, I don't know. I think this is kind of boring. Like, it wasn't horrible or anything. I was just like, this is fine. I did give Chainsaw Man a shot though, and I like it. So I'll probably watch JJK. How strong is Luffy in my opinion? Well, like I'm not at the end, right? And like Kaido is like really, really strong compared to where he's at now. So I have no idea. Let me see. There's a happy thought for years. One Piece was slandered, but now you'll see One Piece has Marineford and Ennie's Peak back to back, which are both retrieval arcs. Also, you should watch Mortar's breakdown of both arcs. Yeah, so I think Marineford and Ennie's Lobby are some of the best arcs in Shonen for sure. I like Ennie's Lobby more than Marineford, but I know that those two are like that's kind of contentious too, right? But those two are like, this is like everybody's 1 and 2. So, let me see. Will 6 and I get into a VC? We're both live. I actually don't know what 6 is talking about. I feel like it would be like weird to like, here, let me see if okay, so 6 actually said to me that I need to call. Hold on. Let me ask him, do you wanna do this live? Where's the Hunter x Hunter vids, bro? It's just I'll probably so here's the plan with One Piece. I am gonna like try and use that to branch out into more shonen, like aside from Naruto, and then like steadily integrate Hunter x Hunter like into my normal upload like schedule. Just popped in. What are we talking about? Is this what I think it is? It's basically so the VOD is probably gonna stay up. You guys can like see the like people are probably gonna clip it. You can look up like Swagkage addresses the Seth trauma or whatever the fuck. Like at some point after the stream ends. But yeah, I went over everything. I provided like all of my thoughts and like, you know, how I feel about what happened and added some context and stuff. So, do I like the new Hunter x Hunter chapters though? I haven't actually been keeping up with it week to week for a while, but I've heard that they're really good. Trenton Jarrell, $20. Respect swag. Still cooking on part 2 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Meta video. So I can't lie. I have barely like even like moved out of like the scripting phase of that video. I have not done a whole lot of it because like last year was really busy for me. I had to take a big long break from making any videos after I made that Yu-Gi-Oh video because I was so exhausted. Like I was staying up like multiple days in a row just to finish certain sections. So I took like a 2 or 3 month break and then came back, and then I just felt like I was always working on videos and like splitting it with like certain personal things that I had going on too. So I haven't done as much work on part 2 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Meta video as I'd like, but I would like to try and get it finished this year. What are my thoughts on Parrot and Noodles now? They both maybe it was just Noodles, I don't know. I mean, so like Noodles definitely apologized. Parrot might have apologized. If not, like as long as Parrot does apologize, I'm willing to like chill with both of them. Like I don't have any ill will directed towards either of them as long as they're both like, yeah, you know, Swag and I, we're cool. You posted almost every other day with Naruto. Am I gonna post often with the One Piece content? Probably not that much, especially because some of these One Piece videos are gonna be big. Like I'm gonna try to make a ranking every One Piece character from weakest to strongest video, for example. So, Yo, Swag, is the iceberg video still gonna happen? Yeah, so that's just like, I don't know why that ended up on the back burner for so long, but like it's just like I've been trying to work on it, and then like I'd be like, oh, I haven't uploaded in a while, I need to make another video, and like so that would get pushed back, and then like I've kept like remaking it and been like, oh, I'm not super happy with it, and I announced it like almost a year ago at this point, so I definitely need to make it. But yeah, I'm gonna make a full Naruto iceberg video. Don't worry, like that has to happen at some point. Let me see. Silky Wilkie, $100. Clyde is in Six's chat right now. You guys really need to talk this out together on which way you want to move forward. Yeah, I'm probably gonna call Six one-on-one after the stream ends. I feel you, bro. Hope it gets better, my dude. Thanks, man. How effective do I think Marineford Whitebeard would be in the Ship It in War arc if he was part of the Shinobi Alliance? I honestly don't know. I have to like, cause like people say he could like destroy the whole world, and if that's like a literal like planet level statement, then he would probably like wipe out like everybody else, right? But I don't know how he scales like speed wise, cause I know he's like, I think he's faster than Kizaru, who's like light speed or something. But the thing is, I'm like casually reading One Piece right now. I'm not like, I'm trying to make certain scaling notes, but like my scaling for it isn't really good. I'm gonna have to comb back over it pretty carefully and like write more comprehensive notes down and like speak to friends of mine who actually know One Piece scaling once I'm done, before I can make like confident statements like that. He definitely isn't planetary. Yeah, I mean, like I have no, like, I don't really have any problems with interpreting it like either way, because it is kind of like a direct statement, but it's also like it could totally be an exaggeration. Anyway, I think that that's everything that I wanted to say. Thanks everybody for being so chill in the chat. Thanks everybody for listening to me. Like I appreciate that the like stream comments and stream chat was mostly like tame and like everybody was just like, oh, I hope, like, I'm really glad that how this went was people just being like, yeah, Swag, I hope everything's good with you, and less like, oh, I hope, because like I'm really not like I don't want this to be like, oh, did Swag win or did Seth win, like that's not like what I'm into. That's not what I want to get out of this. But yeah, you guys have a great night. Hope, like, I almost said hope you guys have a great weekend. It's Tuesday, bro. I am so like, oh my god, like I am not like, bro, like time has just like melded together. I've barely been keeping track of like what day it is between, because I've been like just hopping from like reading like 4 One Piece volumes at once to like talking to people about like this and just like trying to figure out like how I'm gonna address it and stuff. So like have a good rest of the week. Everybody, thanks for coming out to the stream, and yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna be fine. You can expect some more uploads from me, hopefully fairly soon. Probably gonna have a One Piece video coming out next, like a big long series review.